The truth hurt, doesn't it? Absolutely. That's some of the most painful shit you can endure in life. But the number one truth I think we as men, we don't ever accept, even if we don't hear it or not, because some of us hear it, some of us experience it, we still don't accept it. You are not exempt from the statistics. Now we're going to go down harsh lane today. This isn't going to be something where you're going to sit up here and just listen to me and feel comfortable. You're going to get a little bit uncomfortable. We all believe that everything that's negative out there won't happen to us until we in the same position as someone who we felt sorry for, or we thought their situation could never be our situation. Now, I witnessed everything on social media, and I still choose to talk about what I talk about on my channel because it's coming from my experience. Now, I'm gonna bring up a couple situations. The Travis Hunter situation with that girl, his fiance. We all think it can't be us. A lot of people express how they feel as if that's Travis Hunter's mindset. If it is, he has to go through it, because me, as a man, I understood once I went through something like that, what it means to actually understand you're not exempt from anything. The reason why I use him as an example is because future first round pick, future first pick in the first round, maybe second, third, wherever he goes. Travis Hunter is definitely going to first round because he's that great of a football player. The guy is an absolute phenomenal athlete. I've seen it. I understood it. I saw him back in high school when he was the #1 player in the country. He was the highest rated player ever because he was #1 at corner and #1 at receiver, and he was the #1 athlete. So he was #1 in 3 categories as far as a football player. Travis Hunter is in a league of his own. So when you're getting a lot of recognition and you're getting that status, you don't think certain things can happen to you outside of that. A woman will tear your ass up. She will take you up and through that. She will ruin you. That's something he may have to understand. But let me get this straight. I don't hope it happens to him. I don't wish it upon him. If it does, he has to go through it just like any other man. But I hope they go off and live happily ever after in the sunset. But me as a man, I know that's not the case for everybody. And what am I trying to force here? Travis Hunter is not exempt from the statistics. That shit can happen to all of us. This is why I brought that situation up, because I want people to understand where he's at with it, but also understand it doesn't matter where you're at, it can happen to you. You can get shot. You can get robbed. People can steal from you who you don't think will steal from you. For example, your closest family members, your loved ones. It will happen to you. It can happen to you. The biggest mistake we make as men, we believe we're so fucking special, and you're not. Our parents tell us that shit to give us some confidence, because you're gonna need confidence out here in this world. True, nobody's gonna argue that. I'm a father. I'm doing the same thing with my kids. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about it. But I'm also gonna let my children know you're not special as in being exempt from things happening in life. And I think as men, because the world don't give a fuck about us, when you really look at it, you don't have the luxury to walk around as if you're so fucking special. You can be the richest man in the world. Elon ain't special. Some shit can happen to him. You can be Donald fucking Trump. They tried to shoot this motherfucker, didn't they? You can be whoever you want. Somebody will do something. Somebody will hate you. Somebody will dislike you. That's life. You got to accept it, and you have to move accordingly. And I'm only going to talk about one thing that can help you with this, and we talk about this a lot. You have to remove your ego. Sometimes old heads is what the young crowd like to call us. Old heads, older people are not hating on you. Sometimes they're not. Now, I do agree. We all need to mind our fucking business. Let me just get that out there. That's why I didn't want to talk about their situation as a topic. It was trending everywhere. I wanted to come back when everybody kind of like move on, everybody move on. And I wanted to give a more realistic approach to that whole situation, but use that's example for everybody, because I wanted to emphasize how this motherfucker is at the top. We ain't Travis Hunter. He's not us. He's up here. We over here. So it doesn't matter what woman he's with. He's up here. He's not exempt from any woman on this planet taking advantage of him, but he's also not exempt from finding a good woman. That's why I hope it plays out how he wants it to. But if it doesn't, we're all gonna have to go through moments like this in life, because the ego we have, he's the shit, he's the man, he's him. We bring that into everything else in life, and we think that we are not a part of the statistics, and we are. Now, another thing I want to bring up, because I am a father, some of you may or may not have children, but if you don't, look at it like this, and if you do, you understand what I'm saying. If it's your child, would you want your son to be taken advantage of? No. If it's your daughter, would you want her to be taken advantage of? No. Now, some parents will be right behind their daughter, especially the moms. I'm not dissing nobody mama, but it's how it is. Mothers will be behind their daughters and say, yeah, he's going to be in the NFL. He's going to have all this money. They're plotting because modern day life is all transactional. If it's not actual currency, right now you guys are giving me attention, but I'm paying you something valuable for it. I'm not on here just trying to be an entertainer, make you laugh and give you brain rot content. We're talking about real life shit. But you guys are paying me in attention. You could be doing something else and you're watching this video, and I appreciate you for that. But we gotta stay focused. We gotta stay on code. Some women will encourage their daughters to stick with a guy like Travis Hunter, whether she likes him or not, because she brings the money, the transaction. Trav likes who he likes. It's not even about his fiance, because he's going to be with a woman anyway. It could be any woman. He likes any woman he would have chose. You do not want your son, who's going to be a multimillionaire, for sure. He's already got millionaire deals, NIL deals, Adidas. I think he signed with Adidas. You do not want your son to be taken advantage of. But just because we as parents don't want our children to be taken advantage of, our children can be taken advantage of, because it goes for men and women, but we want to focus on being men. As men, we always think shit can't happen to us. That's the worst thing we can do. That's the number one thing that we never understand. And we must understand that, and we must hear it. You are not safe. None of us are. But I talked about focusing on the negatives. You got to teach your children. Somebody should have taught Trav, is what I'm seeing on the internet. Maybe somebody did. I know he got Dion over there. He got Shadur. He got Shiloh. He got Dion Jr. He got somebody. It's other people around him that probably was telling him, hey, blah, blah, blah. But what? He thinks it may not happen to him. And I hope it don't. Because maybe he believes that his wife, his fiance, is a good girl. We hope she is. Now, I know everything's on the internet. A lot of y'all wife who y'all gonna marry has a past too. Now, this is another thing men don't understand. If you go looking for shit, you'll find shit. You'll find a lot of it. Most of our partners, our wives, they're gonna have some shit that you wouldn't want to know about her. Now, I'm not saying she out here just, 100 men in one night and all that type of stuff, but come on, let's face it, we're men. You wouldn't want your woman to be with any man if you could have it that way. But a lot of people are not walking around that are virgins getting married at 26, 27, 30, 32, even if they're 21 years old. She might have been with one guy. You the second one. Don't lose sleep over that. But don't think this can't happen to you. You see how that works? Everybody is always trying to do something to people, but if it was their child, they wouldn't want it done to their kid. Listen, it's this, and I'm going to leave it with this. If Travis Hunter was my son, and he's not, but if this was my son in Travis Hunter's position, should I say, I would not want my son to be taken advantage of. Okay. Other than that, we don't need to worry about their business. That's their relationship. If I'm the girl's father, I would want her to actually like the guy. Because what I don't want is men crashing out. I've seen men crash out because somebody cheats. Somebody has sex with their wife cheat on them. And I've seen men crash out and do bad things. And I don't want my daughter to be in that situation where you with the guy just for the money. And because it's natural for human beings to do what they want and want what they want and go after what they want, you cheat on this motherfucker and he come back and try to kill you. So people got to look at it from a perspective. We always think this shit won't happen to us, and it will. Specifically men, though, we cannot walk through life thinking some of these things just won't happen to us. That's why you have to be careful. You have to pay attention. Lock in does not just mean success, man. That success is supposed to be like second nature. We all trying to get it. Locking in also means you paying attention to everything. You are aware of everything. It's not that everybody's going to take advantage of you. You're in a position to be aware that nobody takes advantage of you. And that's what people want for the children. That's what people want for themselves. That's what people want for their relatives, their close ones, even their friends, because some of us are good people. I'm naturally a good guy, but I don't take bullshit and I talk the truth. I don't care about people's feelings because the truth don't care about my feelings. So even though people get mad because I'm saying it, I always tell people get mad at what's actually reality. Not me. I'm speaking reality. Don't get mad because I'm talking about something that we live every day. You get what I'm saying? We as men, stop thinking some shit can't happen to you, because it will. Be prepared, be aware, stay humble, and go get your shit, man, because you deserve it. It's out here for us. If you don't believe in God, that's cool, but I'm going to say this anyway. God would never deliver your mail to somebody else's house. The person that got their mail before you, that was on purpose. But don't leave your house to go check somebody else's mail and miss when God delivered your mail to your own house, because that's where you fuck up at.